I do believe in plant-based diets, and I advocate those for people.
I am a plant-based diet myself. I did not know that about you, and now I respect you even more. I think it's an intelligent decision. Ravi Belani, thank you so much, guys. Everyone, you make sure that you find your way over to alchemistaccelerator.com. Check it out. I think Ravi's done such a great job here, giving you a lot of great reasons if you have some ideas around B2B to check them out and maybe just apply. Ravi, I loved it. Thanks so much. This has been a life-giving conversation.
This is great. Well, thank you, Peter.
True startup story time. Guys, as a founder, I'm often asked, what are my go-to tools and technology that I use as I begin a startup? Well, that's easy. One of them is Dropbox. Dropbox is the easiest way to ensure that all your files and documents are synced on all devices, whether it be mobile, your local desktop, or remote. We want to thank Dropbox for supporting vchunting.com, and make sure to get your 30-day trial free at dropbox.com/business. Wow. What an amazing interview. I had so much fun talking with Ravi Belani. And by the way, I'm just going to put it out there. I've already invited Ravi on to season 3. And the reason is I want to unpack a lot of things that we didn't get to, like his passion and love for startups and technology in India. I want to talk about that and what's going on with Alchemist Accelerator and all of the stuff he's doing out there. I also want to talk about his interest in IoT, the Internet of Things, as well as smart cities. So he's I saw him on an interview back in 2016 where he was talking about how this was such a hot item that he was really, really intrigued and interested in. So I really wanted to unpack that as well. And obviously, as a developer engineer in the cryptocurrency blockchain space myself for the past, coming up on 4 years now, I want to talk with them about that Bitcoin, guys. I want to talk with them about what's going on in the cryptocurrency world, what he's seeing in the B2B space specifically. But man, I tell you, there are so many gems that we can pull out of this conversation with Ravi Belani from Alchemist Accelerator. I mean, there are so many great tips. First and foremost, I just love the fact that he was willing to unpack the whole idea around timing, which is what we spent a lot of time talking about in the beginning of the interview. Timing is so crucial. It's one of those things that is, frankly, as a founder, the timing is like the only thing that you can't control. The only thing that you can control, as Ravi explained, is that the only thing you can control is how you respond. I think he used the word react. I wouldn't have chosen that word. Reaction is very emotional based, but maybe I got that wrong. Maybe you used the word respond, but it's the only thing that you can control with timing as a founder is how you respond to what the market's doing, what the market's saying, the feedback that the market is giving you around your product, your idea, your service. And I think it's so important for first-time founders, and we talked a little bit about this with Ravi, is to not, what did he say, right? Not get emotional or not make irrational decisions, these types of things. And especially around the idea of pivoting a lot, it's have that conviction. Have that conviction. Stay the course. Let it run itself out. I too have seen too many entrepreneurs pivot from one idea to the next, to the next, to the next, because it didn't work out as planned. I'm sure Ravi could tell you stories about this. Nothing ever happens to plan. Frankly, your entire life, my entire life, never goes to plan. And so the mature respond appropriately to those changes. And I loved his story about how his first $100 million company failed, and that the one that actually won out is the boring one, expense reports. And I loved also this when we started talking about the timing and the shifting of venture capital. I too believe that venture capital is shifting. Venture capital is shifting because venture capital has been around long enough. And since venture capital has been around long enough, there are two opportunities, really. Well, one's happened. The first is that VCs have become commoditized. I would know, as a founder, I can get money anywhere. It's all green. Doesn't matter who I get it from, money is green. But what happens is that since The venture capital world has been commoditized. They have to find ways to differentiate. And that is the shifting sands in venture capital now. Venture capital funds are looking into doing more marketing, right? Doing more internal investment portfolio, support, coaching, creating collateral, help creating products and services for their investments, for their portfolio of investments, right? And so the venture capital world is maturing, and I love the fact that Ravi Belani sees this as well. One of the things that I also was encouraged about when he talked about how Alchemist Accelerator came to be. He started a speaking series similar to what I'm doing here, bringing in lots of different experts to talk about what's going on in startups and technology, and he found an interesting audience. The interesting audience was these bigwigs, these guys in suits from Cisco, from big companies, and they were needing help. They were needing help with startups. They were needing help finding great talent. They were needing help in the B2B world. So Ravi Belani found his audience. He found his market by doing a speaker series. I love that. You know why? Because it's validating. This is the third time that I'm doing this type of thing, right? Interviewing lots of people, bringing them in, learning lots, and seeing what will emerge. Who's the audience? Who knows? We have to figure it out. Man, oh man, what a great conversation I had with Ravi. There's so much that I know that we can continue to talk about, but man, I tell you, Ravi makes it pretty fun, and he makes it pretty clear, doesn't he? Enterprise B2B startups, it's kind of sexy. Kinda. Well, confidence is sexy, and conviction is sexy. I also love the fact that he said that in B2B, you can control your destiny. Well, I guess if you are a B2B startup founder and you need some extra mentoring, some coaching, and maybe a little bit of that greenbacks, find your way over to Alchemist Accelerator. Ravi Belani and Danielle D'Agostado are two people that are there at Alchemist Accelerator, and I've interviewed both. They're great people. Maybe, just maybe, they could provide you, the founder in a B2B company, a B2B idea. Maybe they could help you go to the moon. Thanks so much, guys. I loved this conversation with Ravi from Alchemist Accelerator. If you want more information, if you'd like more information on Ravi Belani, it's easy. Go over to vchunting.com/Ravi Belani. Make sure that you sign up for our newsletter. We have big things coming out. We're going to be doing a daily newsletter of news that I read and personal notes. I mean, you're going to be able to see and read what I read and what I see daily, guys. We're going to be doing it daily. And we have a new segment, a new video segment coming up. I'm really excited about it. I did something similar in the crypto space, so some of you guys might be able to guess, but I'm really excited to bring this to venture capital. I think it's something that the venture media world needs. And right now, I'm technically the face of venture media. Guys, we'll see you next time.